Hey y'all, we back with another video. We doing a reaction to one of these crazy documentary videos. I really don't got much to say, but let's just see what this about. I guess I ran into this video, like I was scrolling to see like what videos to react to or whatever. So let's just get straight into it. Were you screaming? I was quiet and praying at the same time. Why didn't you scream out for help? Because they thought you would kill me. And did you believe them? Did you believe that they would kill you? Yes. In the early hours of June 19th, 2007, a mother and her young son would show up hysterical, battered, and bloodied at hospital doors in West Palm Beach, Florida. Hospital staff began to work quickly to find the pair a room and help get them situated. After authorities arrived on the scene, details about what happened that night slowly began to unravel, leaving everyone confused and shocked, wondering who could have done this to an innocent mother and her son. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be discussing the brutal Dunbar Village attack. In 2007, the Dunbar Village housing projects were well known to have had a lot of crime. Built in 1940, the apartment buildings were set up in an army-style, Baroque-style configuration. This community would be one of the first built in Florida for low-income families. In 2007, the rent for a single unit in the community ranged from $200 to $700 a month. Damn. The community would be home to two residents, a 35-year-old woman and her young son, who was just 12 years old. The mother and son duo would call these apartments home. Having fled from Haiti with no money and in hopes of a better life, the woman decided to settle in West Palm Beach, Florida after hearing about the large Haitian population that the city had. However, almost as soon as the pair settled into their new home, they were constant targets for crime. On numerous occasions, her house had been broken into and ransacked, and her car and her son's bike had also been stolen. The single mothers and children who filled most of the apartments at Dunbar Village were used to nightly gunfire. They were used. It's a hood in every state, anywhere you could think of. Any country, there's a hood everywhere. Like rent be cheap, which is good because that's all people could afford at that time, especially if they got kids and stuff. But shit be dangerous as hell. To theft, assault, murder, and the indifference of federal and local authorities. But nothing could have prepared them for the awfulness of the attack that took place on June 18th, which the local prosecutor called the worst crime he's seen in 37 years in the business. On June 18th at around 9 p.m., the 35-year-old mother received a knock at her door. When she opened the door, a teenage boy was standing on the other side. He informed her that she had two flat tires on her car. Her car had been previously stolen, so for the meantime she was using a friend's truck. When she walked outside and saw that she did not have any flats on the car, she began to walk back inside. However, two teenage boys got in front of her and pulled out a .45 caliber handgun and an AR-15 style assault rifle. They pointed the weapons at her and demanded that she gave them money. She kept telling the boys that she had no money. At this point, the boys began to get angry and forced the woman upstairs into one room and her son into another. Again, they demanded money, but she kept pleading with them and telling them that she had no money. The teenagers then demanded that she took her clothes off and then began to rape her. Up until this point, there were only 3 teens in her apartment and 7 more rushed in with white face coverings and joined in the assault. Some of the boys left the room and went into the room of her 12-year-old son and started beating him with a handgun and forcing him to remove his clothing. The group of boys that stayed in the mother's room took turns assaulting her in horrifying ways. They forced her to perform oral, anal, and one time even penetrating her with the AR-15 assault rifle. What the sexual assault lasted hours, with the 10 teens taking turns and most of them going back and doing it again. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, what is honestly wrong? Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, like, what? Oh my god.
one point, one of the older teens forced the mother and son into the bathtub together and demanded that the mother perform well on her 12-year-old son.
What
The
the
12-year-old
fuck?
began crying and was beaten on the head with a handgun. Unfortunately, though, the ordeal wasn't over. The teens would then drop a fan on him, break a glass bowl over his head, and then finally proceed to kick his head multiple times. While the teenagers left, they demanded the mother to lay on her back in the bathtub and forced the son to get on top of her and have sex with his mother.
Bro,
The
what?
child could not stay on top of his mother, and the teens began beating the both of them. The mother cried out for her son to stay on top of her, or else the teens would kill both of them. After a while, the teens decided that they were done, but they didn't want to leave behind any evidence or trace of what they did, so they decided to.
Bro, like, yo, people is just so fucking evil and demonic. Like, what the fuck? Who does that? Like, who does that? Who really does that? Like, who does shit like this? Like, this, like, I can't. This is why I don't trust. I don't trust nobody. Like, it's just too much evilness in this motherfucking world to be like, bro, what? Don't like leaving the crib. Like, none of that. Like, I'm a loner for real. Because, listen, anything, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm safe or whatever, even though I am. Thank God. But it's just like anything could happen at any given time. This is why I be praying and all that. Cause like you just never know. Like weird shit like this. Like, come on.
Burn the mother and son alive. They looked around for a lighter, but their search was unsuccessful. At one point, one of the teens took a nose hair trimmer and stuck it up the mother's anus in a sick attempt to get rid of the evidence. Another teen
What?
took a bar of soap and tried to wash out the evidence from her vagina. They forced the mother to spray and clean her genitals with cleaning products such as Lysol and Clorox. They doused the mother's and son's sides with the products and then forced them to drink it. After the teens believed they had destroyed enough evidence, one by one they began to leave, ripping the phone landline out the wall, ensuring that the mother couldn't
1,
call the
2, 3, 4,
police.
5.
The suspects left with her car, jewelry, phones, a couple $100, movies, and her son's PlayStation console that he got only weeks before. The victim sat in the fetal position in the bathtub for 2 hours after the attackers left, in fear that they could possibly still be in their home. Neighbors recalled hearing the screams and cries from the mother that night, but no one came to check on her. No one called the police.
Like what?
Finally, after feeling like she's waited enough, the mother and her son walked through the night, bloodied and in pain, to the nearest hospital that was over a mile away. During the investigation, DNA was found on clothing, used condoms, and other items around the apartment, leading to an arrest of 4 out of 10
Fucking
suspects.
dickheads. Fucking weirdos. Y'all weird, y'all dickheads, y'all dumb, stupid, dirty. Like, don't trust. Man, I can't trust. Man. Like, cause you just never know somebody background. Like, and then they was teenagers on top of that. Y'all teenagers doing this. Teenagers. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Suspects were all involved in a young gang known as the Jitterbugs. 14-year-old Avion Lawson, 15-year-old Jakaris Taylor, 16-year-old Nathan Walker, and their ringleader, 18-year-old Tommy Poindexter.
Wow.
Because of the severity of the crime, all teenagers were charged as adults and were hit with a 14-count indictment, including sexual battery, burglary, kidnapping, grand theft, and promoting sexual performances of a child.
Yep.
They all faced at least 11 life terms.
Good.
Youngest of the suspects, 14-year-old Avion Lawson's DNA was found in a condom and his fingerprints were found on the wall in the apartment. He pleaded admitted involvement and pleaded guilty to the charges. He agreed to testify against the 3 other suspects. In the blame.
No, don't rat now. Don't rat now, because the same thing you put that mother and that child through, Prison, they finna have a whole fucking, they finna have a circus with your ass. A whole circus with all of y'all.
After their arrest, Jakari's Taylor would say that this was all Tommy's idea.
Fuck out of here.
Tommy out as being the ringleader behind it all, claiming that Tommy instructed the boys to put the victims in the bathtub, point guns at them, and pour household chemicals over them. But of course Tommy denied these allegations. He would testify saying that Jakari's planned out the whole ordeal and it was his idea to try.
Why the fuck is this bitch massaging his shoulder? Like, bitch, is you dumb? Bro. What? Like, how could you even touch somebody that does some type, that doesn't act like that? Like, bitch, is you cool?
Lure the woman outside. Before a not guilty plea, Jakari's Taylor struck a deal with the state to plead guilty and cooperate in exchange for a 20-year sentence. But the deal fell apart when he refused to answer questions by the attorneys. Avion Lawson's mother testified that her son grew up without a father.
It don't fucking matter. That don't matter. What you mean? So did I. Do you see me fucking moving like that? If anything, I'm even more closed off when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex. Like, it's cool, whatever, kiki, but like, you do anything that piss me off or rub me the wrong way, baby, block. You're getting blocked. Yeah, life moves on after that because I'm not finna, like, especially if you grown, like, you a grown ass man. So if I gotta tell you things that I feel like is common sense, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not finna nitpick or keep having a nag or having to keep telling you the same thing. That don't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, you should know better. And he a grown ass man. He a teenager, but come on now. If you moving like this while you a teenager, let's say if they didn't get caught. Now you a grown ass man doing what? This or worse? Fuck out of here. No. Lock their ass up.
He witnessed a traumatic event when his older sister
fucking weirdos
stabbed her boyfriend. All the defendants made limited admissions to the attack, but also tried to deflect blame.
Wait, stab who boyfriend?
And that growing up he witnessed a traumatic event when his older sister fatally stabbed her boyfriend. All the defendants made limited admissions to the attack, but also tried to deflect blame and point their fingers at one another.
That's exactly what they do. Deflecting.
Once and left the apartment shortly after. Poindexter's attorney said that he raped the woman once, but wasn't involved in any of the other crimes.
That's enough.
Walker's attorney failed to acknowledge.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough to go to prison for life. That's it. He only raped her once. I don't. Damn, I can't even say that word. He only R-worded her one time. Beloved, it only takes one time. It only takes one time. I don't care. Just fucking weird, bro. Like, ugh. Like, just one time. What? It don't fucking matter.
Claimed that he only raped the woman once and left the apartment shortly after. Poindexter's attorney said that he raped the woman once but wasn't involved in any of the other crimes, while Walker's attorney failed to acknowledge any guilt. His mother spoke in a plea to try and help her son by saying that he dropped out of school after 3 years.
Bitch, we don't care. We don't care. Y'all coming up with the most excuses of the most excuses. It don't matter. Like, y'all violated. Like, y'all OD. Y'all OD. Like, go.
Her family lived off food stamps and government assistance.
What that mean?
She had also been a victim to sexual assault at ages 7 and 12.
What that mean, though? What does that mean? So that mean, oh, your son need to be out here putting other people through what you went through as a mother? Fuck no.
She claimed that just days before the Dunbar attack that she was almost raped and her son Nathan came to her aid, assuring her that he would never do that to anyone.
And look,
Lawson was just 14 years old when he and at least 3 other boys gang raped a neighbor, a single mother, then savagely beat and tortured the woman and her 12-year-old son. So like an animal.
U.S. bitch.
4 years later, Avion regrets the entire day, which he says started with a lie from another convicted rapist, Tommy Poindexter.
They say we got some chicks over at the house. Do y'all want to come?
Avion and another boy said they did. According to Avion, that friend handed him a condom. He says they walked to the apartment together, quietly snuck in, and tiptoed to the bedrooms on the second floor. In the room behind it, he says he heard a boy crying.
That's when Tommy come back the room in front of us with a scarf over his face. What looked like AK-47.
Avion says Jakari's Taylor went in behind Tommy, then the rest of them were pushed into the room.
That's when I seen Jakar having sex with a lady, having a gun to her head. So I said, hell no, what are y'all doing? So I tried to leave. And Tommy said, no, where you going? He pushed me back in the room.
When Jakari's was done, Avion says another boy raped her, and then another. During their trials in 2009, the woman said as many as 10 boys raped her, some more than once.
I was crying and told them, please don't do it, I deserved.
Then he says Tommy turned to him and literally put the gun to his head.
And then he said, you got this all. So as he doing this and having a gun to me, that's when I did what he said.
So you raped her too.
Yes, sir.
What would you say to those people who just don't believe that under pressure and with tears in your eyes you raped a woman?
Everybody's not the same.
And what did you do to her next?
After I got done, he told Nathan to get her from out of bed, sheets, and throw them in the bathroom inside the tub and water on them.
Avion says he and Jakars tried to quiet the woman's screaming son.
And Tommy told him to make the boy shut up, so he snapped the clock on his head and spit his head.
And where was Tommy?
He told the boy, get up, and take off his clothes and make him get in the tub. And that's when
Yeah, don't shake your head now, bitch, because just you even thinking about it, you even trying to think about like having to jog back your memory to what the fuck y'all did is crazy. Now it got you feeling wow, like damn, I really was a part of that. Damn, I really did that. Yeah, you really did. You really did. And the same shit finna get done to you. Well, I'm pretty sure it already happened because I forgot how old this video is. But
because he was throwing chemicals and things all in them. And he said he was going to set them on fire. So Charles ran downstairs and he couldn't find a lighter.
And what was she saying to do it this whole time?
Don't kill us, we'll do anything. Please don't kill us.
And what happened next?
They started going to something in his face.
The 35-year-old victim testified and briefly told the courtroom how she was brutally raped 2 to 3 times by the same individuals for 3 hours straight and that she had not returned to the apartment since the attack took place. She also stated that she began starting treatment for cervical cancer due to the cleaning chemicals that were put inside her in an attempt to destroy evidence. She also goes on to say how her and her son's vision is no longer the same. She has trouble reading and now has to wear prescribed glasses for the rest of her life. The defense attorney and 3 psychologists who testified for the 3 defendants argued that the youths were products of troubled upbringing. One was born cocaine addicted and another had lost his father at a fairly young age, while another was constantly beaten by his grandmother. Eventually, Nathan Walker and Jakari's Taylor were both sentenced to life in prison.
good. And the rest of them need to get sentenced to life. Put them under the jail.
Before Tommy Poindexter's sentencing, he requested to be placed in handcuffs because he did not know how he would react to the sentence. He was given a life sentence with a mandatory minimum of 25 years. The last defendant, Lawson, was given a 30-year sentence plus 10 years probation for his cooperation against the other defendants. The judge also ordered that in fear of retaliation for testifying, that he never be placed in the same prison as any of his co-defendants. In 2010, the Florida Supreme Court ruled that juveniles cannot be sentenced to life for any crime less than murder.
You know what's so crazy? Because imagine if that's your fucking child and you gotta come to court and hear what the fuck that they did to a mother and a son. Like, you know how fucking embarrassing that is? Like, And another thing too, whenever I date, baby, I'm looking you up. I'm looking up your first name, your last name. If you ever went to jail, if you ever been to prison before, I'm looking you up. I'm looking you up. Cause what the fuck? Imagine you start dealing with somebody, or you get in a relationship with somebody, or you even marry somebody, and then you figure out one of them is a part of this. Like what? Oh, maybe I'm moving countries. I'm moving countries.
A year later, Nathan Walker was sentenced to 60 years with 10 years probation. In 2019, Jacarius Taylor was resentenced to 65 years. The 2010 ruling did not benefit Poindexter as he was already 18 at the time of the attack. It also did not benefit Lawson since he accepted a plea deal. In May of 2019, a man by the name Melvin Young, age 25, was shot and killed at the Robinson Villa apartment complex in West Palm Beach, just 10 minutes from Dunbar Village. In 2009, Lawson identified Young as one of the attackers, but without any hardcore evidence, an arrest was never made. If Young had been convicted, he would have been the youngest suspect, only being 13 years old at the time of the crime. Nathan Walker's release date is set to be 2069. Tommy Poindexter is eligible for parole in 2034.
Bitch, you're not getting parole, bitch. You're not getting parole. Stay in there. Stay in there. That's your new family that's inside. Stay your black ass in there. Weirdo.
Jacarius Taylor's release date is 2074 and Avion Lawson's release date is in 2037.
Good.
What do you think about today's case? Let me know your thoughts down.
You should have put all of they bitch asses underneath the motherfucking jail. I don't care about none of that. Like I don't care. I don't have no sympathy for that. That shit is not cool. It's not right. That's not normal behavior. I don't give a damn if your grandmother beat you or fucking your father wasn't in your life. That's not an excuse. You a grown ass man. You're able to say, first of all, your limbs work, right? Your hands and your arms and legs work. Your mouth work. You know how to talk for yourself. You know how to say yes. You know how to say no. You did not have to go wherever they went. Man, this video just pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. This shit just really pissed me off because that. But anyway, this is the end of this video. I'm not sure the other video that I'm gonna react to, but I'm gonna just keep reacting. Hopefully they're less traumatizing than this shit, because this blew my whole shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll be back to do another reaction video. So I see y'all.